Hello and welcome back to my Let's Challenge of Ratchet and Clank 2. In the last episode, we completed Planet Enderco and then we did the first mission here on Planet Barlow. In this episode, we are going to be making our way through the other path here on Planet Barlow, and then we'll actually gain quite a few more lives, because there is a section at the end of this chapter where we should be able to gain lots and lots of lives, which is going to be obviously a nice positive for us. And then what we'll have to do is then we'll have some fun with the hover bike races. So, I mean, I don't know whether you saw that, but our pulse rifle gained a huge amount of experience just from killing that one enemy. Like, you know, it's already it's already higher than my Seeker gun and all that. So that's a good sign. We are kind of low on ammo, unfortunately, so we'll have to bear that in mind. Seeker gun ammo, mini nuke ammo. Okay. Mini nuke ammo isn't particularly useful for us, it must be said right now. Really? You are so dead. Okay, so now if we fire some Seeker guns. There we go, lovely. Okay, so why do you only pick up Seeker gun ammo in twos is what I want to know, because it's certainly a weapon which sort of you use generally more than two at a time, I guess. Mini turrets. Beautifully done! Very nicely done by my mini turrets. Hello. Okay, so four hits from my blitz gun takes out those the larger beast enemies. Good to know. Blitz gun is best here. Okay, so we'll take out those guys, we'll be able to enter here. Obviously you've got some of these enemies, and then we'll be able to continue to move on. Wish I wasn't picking up mini nuke ammo, but we can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Lovely, well done, mini turrets. So, we'll head over here and then we will move into this area. Beautifully done, turrets. They are doing a great job right now. So the obvious arena area is relatively obvious, and that is indeed where we will be heading next. Hence the large amounts of ammo we're getting. Pulse rifle ammo. So we'll enter the arena. We obviously get a relatively large amount of enemies. We'll start coming from over that bridge. but a few mini turrets should solve our any problems we have. Goodbye. Lovely. So that finishes off this little area. It's nice and nice and simple. Just almost like your sort of standard Ratchet and Clank level. We can now head through here, and we're now going to be able to interact with someone from Gadgetron. So if you've noticed that essentially there's lots of like ruins of this is essentially the ruins of a Gadgetron. Set up here before obviously this whole galaxy got taken over by Megacorp. But there is still going to be some people here for Gadgetron, and for that, it's a person here who works for Gadgetron, and as such they're going to sell us some Gadgetron weapons, which obviously we bought in the first game.
Excuse me, I think I just blew another vacuum tube. Should I have a look? My word, you young people are so fresh these days. Oh, don't feel bad. I guess I'm just old-fashioned about that sort of thing. Did you know that I've been with Gadgetron since the beginning? So you sell these gadgets? Darling, they sell themselves.
So, as that little help desk menu just said there, essentially if you've got any of these weapons on a Ratchet & Clank save file, then you'll actually be able to get them for free. So, thankfully, it looks like for some reason it's not actually giving me them for free. To be fair, I probably shouldn't utilise that as much as possible, in order to keep the difficulty. So what we can do here is we can buy Bomb Glove for 5. We will want to max out ammo eventually, but I do want to make sure that we get as many weapons as possible. So we will get the Decoy Glove and the Tesla Claw. Now these are obviously all weapons from the Ratchet & Clank 1. Now these are weapons, essentially if you notice that they are weapons which are automatically maxed out. So look down here, they have no experience bar, and because they're automatically maxed out, they obviously immediately give me another life, which is really, really useful. So we did just pick up 3 more lives. Oh, it's because I'm doing this on a different user to the one I did the Ratchet & Clank 1 playthrough on. That's why I don't have any of them. But it actually makes sense, yeah. Let's, we're trying to make this a challenge, and so it would be a challenge to not get all of those weapons for free. So anyway, we're going to be able to fly across here. This is the reason why you need Clank in order to actually complete this area, because you can't make that long jump without him. And then we'll start with the hoverbike races.
Hey, who let you in here? Get lost before I flatten your robot into a hubcap.
Touch him, and it's Plasma City.
Oh gosh, you didn't have to yell. Why did he have to yell?
Hey man.
I can't hear you. La 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 la. Only the little guy.
Sir, it is okay. We are your fellow desert riders.
You're? So you understand my sensitivities?
Absolutely, sir. We just came here to race.
Well, you can borrow my bluebell, so long as you're gentle. She just needs a few repairs.
Hang in there, my brother. Bluebell is in good hands.
So obviously we just need to use the electrolyzer to get Bluebell back in running order. There we go. And so we can start doing some of the hoverbike races. So now there is a skill point on this planet for essentially completing the hoverbike race under a set time. Now I don't know exactly what that time is, but we usually will get that at some point. That wasn't obviously meant to happen, but the reason I was trying to go back down there is because, as you can see, there is a platinum bolt. Indeed, our second platinum bolt of Barlow, I believe. So essentially, there are 5 hover bike races in each of the locations where you can do hover bike races. Obviously, there are 2 locations where we get hover bike races, this being the first. There are 5 races at each of them, and essentially the way the races work is that they get progressively more involved. So the first one starts off with just the basic route unlocked and only boosts. The second race you get access to weapons but your enemies don't. The third one opens up all the routes, so all, various shortcuts and stuff like that become available to you. The fourth one, now the racers will start to attack Ratchet, so they obviously can also pick up weapons and they'll start to attack you as well. And then in the final one, I think it's just increased difficulty of the previous one. Still, it shouldn't be any trouble for us because you should be able to essentially do what I'm doing, which is maintaining, boost the entire way around this track, which makes things ultimately very simple if you can just keep hold of boost the entire way around, and there's really nothing to worry about here. To the point where I might do some exploring. I don't think there's an nanotech upgrade on this planet, but I might be wrong. Ah, I missed that boost. Down. Let's see, if we head around this way, there's nothing there. As you can see, we're starting to, we're even starting to lap some of the slower competitors. So we'll win our first race, nice and simple, although we were 0.2 seconds ahead of second place, so, wow, I didn't think it would be that close, nowhere near that close.
Great racing, buddy. Here, take this helmet so the guys know you're one of us.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-oh. Incoming message from the boss. Attention all Douglas employees. First of all, whatever slug brains been eating all the choo-choo bars in the break room, better quit stuffing his face, or else, hey, turn those lights off. It's bad feng shui. Next, our space rendezvous point has been moved to, and listen up, knuckleheads, the Felsen system, in sector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're no good with numbers, find a buddy to help you. Lastly, the company picnic is this Sunday. Don't forget to bring your own juice this time. Hey! I saw that, Cletus! You just earned yourself a write-up. Don't worry. The boss only yells because he loves us.
Yes, sir. I do feel his affection.
Did you see that broadcast?
Not really.
We should scope out that rendezvous. Yes, we might intercept some stray transmissions.
So, there we go. We can now go back into, so as you can see, Challenge 1, Main Canyon, Open, and Turbos available. Now we have Weapons and Turbos available. And, yeah, I mean, the main reason to do these is for the bolts, essentially. And because it's quite fun. So essentially, the weapons are obviously the blue boxes. I mean, what else are they going to be? What's new? And there are multiple different weapons that you get access to. So the one I've currently got, the red missile, is essentially you get 3 missile shots that just home in on the closest driver ahead of you. You obviously can also pick up a shield, as I just have now. And we have a nice, decent lead from the first lap. Nice. So now, as you can see, if you run over weapons, you do actually exchange for the newest one. So this is essentially a horizontal lightning, a horizontal lightning beam that will take out any drivers that it hits as it just essentially moves forward along the track. These ones are essentially just like railguns, like this. That's what I mean by the lightning. So we've now got a huge lead over second. And that's the missiles. So as you can see, we can even target down the racers who have already been lapped. Just to really rub it in how much further ahead we are than them. As you can see, they do have the missiles do have limited homing capacity. Because I am so far ahead, I'm just going to check something. Anything round here? No. Okay. I didn't think there was anything back there. I just wanted to make sure because, well, obviously as the Platinum Bolt shows, game's not afraid of actually hiding things within the hoverbike races. So I think it's saying second place was there. I think that can't have been the person who was actually behind me. So I think that was actually someone who was lapped, who the game then thought wasn't lapped, and then just treated as being in second. But I'm pretty sure I had more than a 0.2 second lead there. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So, we now get access to the shortcuts on the third circuit, I believe, the Vukovar circuit, I think it's called, or something like that. And that shortcut's really useful. It pretty much allows us to get the faster, taking it is a hell of a lot faster, and fewer of the opposing drivers will actually, the CPU controlled drivers will actually take the shortcuts. So actually, it's a safer route as well because then you don't actually have any people behind you who can obviously target you down with weapons and stuff like that. But even when the racers can attack you, it's not really that much of a threat to you. So we'll continue to make really nice progress. I have no idea where second is, so second place that is. But there we go, nice and simple. We get another boost. And we'll be able to cross the line in 2 minutes 4:08. And we get a skill point for beating whatever time. I think it might be 2 minutes 10. That'd be my guess, but I'm not entirely sure. But there you go, you get the skill points called Speed Demon when you do it. So now racers can attack me, and essentially the only way they attack you is through the missiles. And you'll know when they're attacking you because you'll essentially get a reticule on the back of your hoverbike. And all you've got to do is essentially, you can zigzag to shake off that targeting. And so if you're fast enough upon, when you realise that they're targeting you down, you can essentially stop yourself from being hit the entire time. So you see there, I very sharply went right just to avoid that targeting me down. The nice thing about these ones is that the further you get, obviously you do start lapping back markers, and the back markers can also target you down. So you can be miles ahead of second, but then someone way behind can actually have an effect on who's going to win the race. So it looks like we've got a nice big lead. Beautiful, so this is going really nicely. Looks like we're gonna be pretty comfortable in winning this one as well. Lovely, there we go. So 2037, so going even faster than last time. And now we have the expert circuit, which again I think is just the same as the previous one, but the racers might be slightly more competent and slightly. I believe they're probably going to be slightly more aggressive towards me, which is no bad thing really. It'll be nice to be challenged. Hello. That straight bit there is the most annoying section to be targeted down by, just because it's rather difficult to shake off the reticle. But still, it looks like we've got a nice lead off the first lap. Beautiful, lovely cornering. So I think we're now getting into back markers as we get to the point of lap 3. Oh, that's a lovely lap, under 41 seconds. That was a good lap. Don't make any mistakes, don't fall in the water. I mean, we have complete control of this race, so I'm really not worried at all right now. I think we've been, I haven't actually had to make an evasive manoeuvre at all this race, which is just how far ahead we've been. It's a matter that we've missed that. We've got a nice gap before the next back marker. Bingo! 2 minutes 3, so even faster than before. Lovely. So obviously, nice and successful. We get a nice amount of bolts for doing that, taking us up to 19,000. We can now head back, and we can actually pop in here and buy another one of these weapons, being the Visibomb gun. And now we head back to our ship, which is just down here. Just going to head to the vendor and make sure that we actually have a good amount of ammo, because we need to fill up on that, fill up on all of these weapons that we're not going to use their ammo, and actually probably be a good idea just to max out our ammo. Normally I'm not a fan of buying ammo, just because you pick up so much of it around most levels, but we were very low on ammo for the majority of the end of that level, so. So now we're going to head to the Felton system, which is going to be another, essentially a ship, a battle segment. And much like the hoverboard race, each of the ship battle segments, aside from obviously the Wuhash Nebula, which is the one straight after Uzla, the sort of the introduction to the flying, but all of the other flying segments have four challenges associated with them. The first one being obviously a necessary one in order to progress the story. So, obviously, we've got to take out 25 ships in this first wave, and then so a lot of the time you just want to be careful, make sure that you're not going to drive into the side of this massive ship or any of these large asteroids. Ouch, these guys are taking up a lot of my health. Or a lot of my shield, I should say. Obviously, once more, the green ships go down in one hit, and then the blue ships these blue ones take slightly longer. But they do go down in one missile, thankfully. Lovely. So there we go. That's the first wave down, and we've obviously don't have any health, unfortunately, but so if we just do our best to avoid most of those lasers. We've already taken out what, 2/5 of this wave already, so that's good. I feel like I'm stuck in an area full of asteroids, so I'm just going to try and get away for a little bit. Okay, take you out. There we go. Got to partial shield. Wonderful. That was a great item to pick up from an enemy ship, obviously, because we are very low on health. Actually, I'd not noticed that. Lovely. So we've got one enemy ship left though, so we should be fine. Actually, this actually gives me an opportunity. No, let's make sure we finish this off. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got mad skills. Mad skills. Yeah, a difficult challenge, but one that a trained commando.
Hold on. I'm intercepting a transmission.
For the 5th time, I have a collect call to Thugs for Less from a Mr. You Are Gonna Die. Will you accept the charges?
You are gonna die.
I'll take that as a yes. Thank you.
Uh-oh. I'm top no protection. Your moron employees are off at some picnic.
Hey, that was a bonding exercise.
They're not. I'm at the pickup point now. Your men are here pronto. You can kiss this contract goodbye. Oh yeah? Well, you can kiss your, you know what I mean. Dang it.
Did you trace that?
Coordinates locked in. We are headed there now.
No, we're not, because what we're going to do is we are going to continue on with these challenges. So as you can see, the rewards are actually slightly greater than the Popper Bike races. In this next one, we've got to take out these what are called space wasps. They take a few more hits, but we've obviously got a limited amount of time to try and take them all out. But when they fly close to your ship, it's not too bad. Lovely, so... Thank you for the ammo. Lovely. Right. So we've got 7 left. And 5 left with 40 odd seconds, so it should be fine. Still got 3 ammo, so that's good. Goodbye. There we go. Lovely. Nice and simple. The next one, you've essentially only got 10 ships to take out, but they've got quite a lot more health than the usual ones. What we will do, though, before we do that, is we will go inside the ship itself. Now, this is a little risky because it's a lot easier to crash when you're in here. But the reason we want to head in here is to pick that up.
You have found a nanotech boost. Nanotech boost. Instantly increase your maximum nanotech capacity.
So now, we might actually have to hope for some partial shield now, because obviously someone managed to follow us through the entirety of that ship and actually just pummel away at us. In a way that was not fun. So, let's see. Damn, I'm really low on health. Come on. Good. Where are you? There you are. As you can see, they take these guys take more than 2 missiles to take out. There we go, full shield, wonderful, thank you very much. We really needed that, so I'm very happy. Although we have lost that so fast. It's going to be close, I think. 3. Ah, he drove into me. Damn. Okay, well, unfortunately, we obviously lose access to one of our lives. That will be most likely. Let's go with. One of the bomb glove. Just go with bomb glove. Makes the most sense to get rid of. Oh, we got really close to completing that as well. I'm annoyed that we blew up there, but anyway. Lovely, good. We've only got 2 missiles left, so we do need to be aware of that. But there are only 5 ships left as well. I think someone also drove into me when we got full shield, which is why our shield depleted so fast. I can only imagine that's why. Come on. But this time we're going to complete this mission without even losing partial shield. There we go, nice and simple, that one. Annoyed, obviously, that unfortunately we lost that. Okay, so now the final challenge in this area is essentially just a ring challenge. Just got to fly through all the rings and beat the other driver. Is that ring still there? Oh, you're kidding me that the rings disappeared. Essentially, this path sort of takes you through all of these asteroids. I'm a bit annoyed that we missed one of those rings, because that really, actually... Oh, come on, why on earth is that happening? I keep flying up really sharply for some reason. Maybe something to do with my analog stick. Obviously, we need to do a lot of work to catch up. So as you can see, the nanotech boost has now disappeared. So you can see the reason I'm tapping the boost is you'll see that obviously the amount. Oh, you're kidding me! What? Okay. I'm just going to switch controllers just very quickly. Because there was something definitely not right with that, so here we go. Now, the reason I got really annoyed first time around there is because essentially I need to hit every single... If you hit every single ring and win the... well, I'm pretty sure you do need to win the race as well, but if you hit every single... yeah, because you... well, I think you only reach the final ring if you actually win the race. So, but yeah. Essentially, you need to hit every ring in order to get the Platinum Bolt that is available on this... in this area. But yeah, you can essentially just tap boost over and over again to go much faster than your rival ever will. Still got to be careful around here. It feels like my analog stick's a lot more stable. Always annoying when your ship is concealing where the next ring is. But anyway, okay. Go. So that is the final ring just there. As you can see, it turns gold when it's the final one, and we also get the Platinum Bolt. So there we go, we get our 8,000 bolts. We will now exit. And just to finish this off, we will buy the final weapon at the store in Barlow.
The Science Channel. Keep going.
Whoa, what's that?
The man, the myth, the legend, the loser. Captain Quark, once the idol of everyone in the galaxy, has finally hit rock bottom. After his humiliation at the hands of Ratchet and Clank, Quark sold bogus merchandise he claimed were Gadgetron products. But a key defect in this product, the personal hygienator, caused severe irritation in sensitive body areas and alerted authorities to Quark's scam. Behind the Hero will return after these messages.
There's some little backstory about obviously what's going on with Quark. You know, just sort of like you know, looking back at what at characters from Ratchet and Clank 1 and what's going on with them. But yeah, so the reason we're here is just very quickly to take this path back and just grab the final initial, you know, from Gadgetron weapon. Wrong way, actually. Just over that way. And that just, I just wanted to do this just so I didn't forget to get it in the end. So we'll buy the Walloper, there we go. Nice and simple. So, essentially, obviously we died twice, so that means I'm going to say we lose access to the Tesla Claw and the Bomb Glove, along with our Heavy Lancer. So, we have had a max of the 8 lives that essentially we have. We've lost 3 of them, so we have 5 lives left. And that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you'll join me on the next episode where we will be flying to planet Notak and trying to chase down the thief there. So I hope to see you on the next episode.